The Black Protocol of Wealth, Unlock Hidden Secrets the Rich Never Share, presented by Boundless Books Audio. Introduction. Welcome to Boundless Books Audio. While you sleep, some people are mapping the world's wealth. When you are looking for a job, some people are playing games with their money. And when you think that rich people are made rich by luck, they are actually bending the laws of the world through their secret protocols. This book is all about those secrets, those protocols that form the real strength of the rich. If you know them, no one can stop you from becoming rich. Most people think that wealth is a skill, a job, or the name of a particular business. But the truth is that wealth is a protocol. There is a secret system, a way of thinking, that is not taught to common people but remains hidden. Now the question is, are you ready to uncover that secret system? Let's embark on a journey to unlock those hidden black protocols, which until now have been limited to a privileged class. The first protocol states, control is more than cash. Being rich isn't just about money. The real meaning of wealth is control. Control your time, control your decisions, control your money, and control the system that governs money. Most people are focused on making money. They're looking for jobs, working hard, and saving. But they can't control it because they don't have control over their money. Their money is in the bank. Their money goes into taxes. Their money gets wasted. Meanwhile, rich people focus on control. They invest their money in systems where they have complete control. They buy shares in companies, create digital assets, and build structures to keep their money out of conventional systems. The second protocol states, privacy is power. If the world comes to know how much money you have, where it is, in what form, then understand that you have lost your strength. The real rich people are hidden. There is nothing in their name. They have trusts, LLCs, foundations that take their name off the front and put the power behind the scenes. Sometimes their names are not even found on Google. Because they don't want the system to see their strength. People are putting everything on social media. Your income, your property, even your goals. While the rich go about their business quietly. They don't show off. All they do is show results. The third protocol says, own nothing, control everything. This line seems strange to hear for the first time. But it has a deeper meaning. People who keep everything in their name are the biggest victims of the system. Their name comes up in taxes, lawsuits, and legal fights, and everything can be taken away in a flash. But those who do not have anything in their name control everything. They are not under anyone's control. For example, a rich man's house is not in his name. It is in the name of a company. There is a trust on that company. Someone else manages that trust. But in the end, the control is with the person who built this entire structure. This is the same black protocol that the general public does not know. The fourth protocol is, money is fastest when it is digital and decentralized. In today's world, money is as fast as digital, and there is no censorship on it. Bitcoin, blockchain, digital wallets, it has now become the new game of the rich. People who are still stuck in the cash or banking system are stuck in the thinking of the 90s. Today's wealth is invisible. It's in the cloud, it's in crypto, it's in codes. And those who are understanding this digital wealth will become the kings of the coming time. The fifth protocol says, your network is your vault. Rich people pay more attention to their network. Then their money. Because by connecting with the right person, you can earn crores. But one wrong connection can land you in jail. That's why they think through every relationship. All meetings are planned. He records every call. They treat their network like their wallet. Because they know that when the system fails, the same people will come in handy. The same people will provide a backup plan. The same people will become partners in secret deals. The sixth protocol says the world's financial game is already set, the system of taxes, the system of credit, banking rules. Everything has already been designed in such a way that the common man keeps losing. But the rich people know the cheat codes of this game. They know how to legally minimize taxes, how to make money even without money by building credit, and how to build up assets with bank money. These are things that are not taught in school because they are written on that blackboard which is visible only to a limited few. The seventh protocol says invest in systems, not just ideas. People love an idea. They think this idea will make them rich. But the rich love the system, not the idea. Because they know that an idea is nothing unless there is a system behind it. They put money into the system, where there is recurring income, where there is process creation, where there is automation, where there is scalability. They scale everything, repeat everything, and make everything operate without them. The eighth protocol says silence is the golden vein of building power. When you are creating power, creating money, creating a new path, then keep quiet. Don't make noise. Don't be distraught. Don't tell others. Because people who make noise never build systems. Focus only on those who have changed history. They worked quietly for years. And then one day, the world noticed. When you are preparing your black protocol, your biggest weapon is your silence. The ninth protocol says that hiding money is a way to increase power. When the world knows about your money, it starts moving against you. If everyone knows where you are investing, where you are earning, in which asset your money is held, then understand that your power is no longer yours. Truly wealthy people never reveal their money. They invest in many companies. They have bank accounts in multiple countries. Assets are divided into trusts and LLCs. In this way, they keep their wealth hidden from the world while maintaining control. The 10th protocol states that information is the most valuable currency. The truly rich are not those who earn a lot of money, but those who have the right information at the right time. A piece of information can make a stock explode. A piece of information can sink a company. Those who have this information can change their fate at any time. Rich people read the movements of the world every day. They understand the language of the people. They catch the meaning hidden in the lines of legal documents. Because they know that the game of wealth is incomplete without information. The 11th protocol, as they say, everything has a price. The question is, what are you willing to give? Everyone wants to be rich, but not everyone is willing to pay the price that wealth demands. That is the price of sacrifice, of sleep, of rest, of outdated thinking, and most of all, of overcoming your fears. People who become truly rich first conquer their inner weaknesses. They change themselves. They begin each day as a mission, treat every task as a responsibility, and learn from every mistake without repeating it. The 12th protocol says that what is seen sells, but what is not seen rules. All the light the world sees is a shadow. The real power is always behind the scenes. People who show their income and lifestyle on social media are actually showing their weakness. The truly wealthy never make noise, they build strength in their silence. They stay away from the camera and capture the world. Nothing happens in their name, but the control is in their hands. The 13th protocol says, understand the law and use it to protect yourself. Many people are afraid of the law, but the rich weaponize it. They understand the tax system, read company laws, and know property rights in depth. They use all this in such a way that their money remains safe and also grows. They build the foundation, establish trust, and divide investments into different structures so that if one system fails, the others become a protective shield for them. The 14th protocol says, if you want to win, make your own ground. Each time, the player in a game created by others is bound by their rules. Those who are truly successful create their own game, your platform, your system, your brand, where no one else can stop them. They don't follow the rules, they make their own rules. And when they have their ground, victory is theirs. The 15th protocol says, those who fear you can never defeat you. The first sign of strength is fear. If people tremble at your presence, understand that you have the energy to turn the world around. Rich people do not rule by fear but by confidence. They keep their energy, self-confidence, and decisions so strong that the person in front of them bends down. This fear does not come from money, it comes from the thought that finds a way out in every situation. They study every system and seize every opportunity. The 16th protocol says that your energy is your real investment. The world says invest money, but the rich say invest your energy first. Because that's the first thing that matters. If your energy is drained, if your attention is everywhere, if you get tired of everything, then understand that you are still living in poor thinking. The biggest thing rich people focus on throughout the day is their energy. They get up early in the morning, strengthen the body, keep their mind calm, and make themselves capable of handling every situation. Because only when your energy is stable can your mind take big decisions. The 17th protocol says that the answer to the question you seek determines your direction. Poor people always think about how to survive. But the rich think about how to rule. That's what makes them different. If your every question is only about paying bills, paying debts, or taking leave, then your wealth will never increase. Rich people ask themselves questions like, how to create a system that makes money on its own. How to build a network that will last 100 years. How do I get to a place where there is no competition? When the questions change, the answers also change, and when the answers change, the direction of life changes. The 18th protocol says don't look at the map, make your own map. Most people follow the path of others, follow someone, imitate someone, and think, if they can do it, so can I. But the rich make their own way. They draw the outlines of their own life. They believe that the map that has already been made was for the old people. Now we need a new direction, a new approach, and most importantly, we need to think. The 19th protocol says that real wealth is that which works even without you. If your earnings are dependent on your time, yet you are still trapped in an invisible trap. Rich people set up systems where work continues even without them, where money comes in even while they sleep, and where profits increase even in their absence. They create products. They build digital assets. They form teams that can execute their ideas. In this way, they gradually free themselves, because real wealth is freedom, and freedom exists when the system operates without your constant involvement. The 20th protocol states that the future belongs to those who have the courage to shape it. Most people fear the future, thinking they will simply wait to see what happens. But the rich actively create the future. They study trends, understand technology, and are the first to catch the wave of change. They invest years ahead in areas others cannot even imagine. They acquire skills that will be in demand for the next 5 years. They build meaningful connections to unlock the doors of tomorrow. Every step they take is aligned with where they want to be in 5 years, because planning for the future changes the world. The 21st protocol states that the world around you is a reflection of your mindset. If your surroundings consist of people who complain, intimidate, or fail, it suggests there is something wrong with your thinking. Rich people craft an environment that motivates them to progress. They design their surroundings intentionally, surrounding themselves with individuals who think faster, challenge them, and lift them up. They understand that the environment can make or break a person. The 22nd protocol advises befriending those ahead of you and inspiring those behind you. Rich people always strive to be in a learning mode. He never thinks they're all coming. They connect with people who are faster than them, those who think highly of them. They ask questions that are not easy to answer. At the same time, they also lift up those who are behind, teaching them because they know that true strength comes when you learn on your own and pass it on to others. And it is in this cycle that the real power of wealth is born. The 23rd protocol says if everyone agrees with your thinking, then you are not thinking anything new. Those who want to please everyone can never take a big decision because the crowd does not have to change, does not have to grow, it just has to make noise. When rich people make decisions, many call them crazy. Many consider them arrogant, and some try to stop them. But they know that opposition is the real guidance. If the crowd is angry, the path is right. The 24th protocol says the biggest risk is not taking any risk. The world teaches us to be safe, to be careful, and to avoid damage. But the rich understand that there is danger in every opportunity and opportunity in every danger. That's why they never get scared. They do research, understand the mathematics of risk, and then step in with a thought because they know that the one who didn't take the risk didn't actually take anything. Everyone wants wealth, but very few people can touch it because wealth has to be understood before it can be desired. Wealth is not a thing. Wealth is a shadow that always follows the man who is adamant in his intentions and silent in his plans. Powerful people never announce their next move. They just get it done because they know the world is asking questions, doubting their intentions, but the result is that everyone shuts their mouth. The real rich are those who are influenced not by their presence but by their absence, who are identified not by the echo of their name but by the effect of their decisions. Their presence is not necessary, their system is enough. Keep in mind that poverty is not just in the pocket. It is in the thought that lives every day in fear. Every new idea is rejected. Every path is a risk. But Amiri's thinking finds opportunity in every danger. I see signs in every step. Inspiration is found in every hate. And every time you lose, you create a new strategy. Wealth goes to the man who builds himself up over and over again, who changes his outlook before he changes the world. One who thinks in a vacuum and not in a crowd. Often people ask whether it is lucky to be rich. So the answer is simple: luck favors only the one who has qualified himself, who has lived each morning as the person he wants to be. Have you ever wondered why some people reach the heights of success without much effort? Because they don't think in time. They have been developing an idea for years. Every aspect has to be considered. Every link is connected. And when you take that step, the path opens up. Wealth comes to those who do not run after it but become those to whom wealth itself wants to come, because wealth has a habit of remaining only in the hands that can handle it and settling in the minds that can increase it. If you are asking the same question every day, how to save, how to reduce expenses, then you are moving yourself in the same circle where no one wants to leave. But what if you change the question to how to create a system that earns itself? How can I do such work without my presence, then? Understand that you have knocked on the door of wealth. This book isn't just about making money. It gives you the process of molding yourself into rich thinking. It says that as long as your identity is in the eyes of others, you are weak. As long as your decisions are based on people's opinions, you are a slave. Real freedom comes when you make your own plans and execute them silently. No noise, no show, no permission. Wealth doesn't need to shine. It needs clarity. It needs direction. It needs discipline. Now the decision is yours. Do you need wealth, or just its imagination? Do you need power, or just its dream? Because in the end, it's the mindset that changes the game. The greatest test of wealth is when you have nothing. And yet the fire to do something big is burning within you. Because the foundation of riches is not always built with empty pockets, but with full intentions. Every rich man started from there. Either the roads were closed, or there was no road. But they didn't just find a way, they made their own path. They went alone. Scared, hesitant, but never stopped. Because they knew that wealth comes to the person whose intentions are stronger than anything else. Money is the fastest moving thing in the world today. The one who does not learn to hold it always sees it in the hands of others. So it is important that you build such a relationship with your money in which you have control, not dependency. If your money always depends on the decisions of others, the banks, on the scheme, on the policies of the government or on the advice of an expert, understand that the control of wealth is not in your hand. Rich people make their own decisions. They take risks. And they make mistakes too. But they don't blame anyone else. Because they know that only when they have the answers, they gain real power. Another deep secret is that wealth always goes to the person who feels it within themselves. Who has started treating themselves like they are rich from now on. Who has adapted their room, their words, their dress, their posture, their thinking like this. As if they are already rich. Wealth has nothing to do with your bank balance. It varies based on your point of view. Do you have a big idea? Are you planning for the future? Have you been able to rise above small goals? If so, wealth will kiss your feet. Everyone in the world wants to win. But very few people learn to manage. Cooking is an art. But saving money is a science. And this science comes when you control your expenditure. When you make money not your need but a means to your mission. Those who need money only for rest never make much money, because their purpose is limited. But those who have a big motive, those who say that I have to earn so much that I can change the lives of 100 families. They say I need so much wealth that I can build a new world. They are never confined by boundaries. They always have a great cause, and a great cause draws great wealth. Another thing is that real wealth increases with time. It is like a seed that asks for time, asks for restraint, asks for continuity. If you are in a hurry every time, you are running after results every time. Every time you are thinking about how to get crores in a year, the wealth will go away from you, because it knows it can't stop. The most important thing in the journey to becoming rich is to walk slowly. But every day is a step in the right direction. I'm thinking a little better every night, adding a new habit every week. That's the small step. One day, it becomes a big leap, and people say that he became rich overnight. But did they know that thousands of days and nights had passed before that night to change themselves? Where do you think you stand now? Are you on the right path? Are you clear on your mission? Are you in the energy from which wealth draws itself? Remember, wealth is not gained by running away or by asking for it. It only comes from construction, when you build yourself up to a level where wealth makes you feel secure. Everyone wants to be remembered. His name is gone, her story continues. But very few do what can make them truly immortal. Rich people don't build with wealth, they create a legacy that will keep their name alive for generations. Systems that continue to operate even after their departure. A thought that inspires others to rise up. If your goal is only to elevate yourself, then you are limited. But if your intention is to take others along, then the real door to wealth opens there. Every day when you wake up, you have two paths. The first is the same old one that gives you rest, laziness, and a little comfort, and then the same old result. The second way is more difficult. It scares, breaks, but strengthens at every turn. This is the path that every great man chose, which finally led him to where the common man only dreams of. People who win against themselves every day can't lose to the world. Because the real battle is not outside, it is inside. From the inner voice that says, "Give pure," to the one that says, "Take rest." Who says, "From tomorrow onwards, you will get wealth," to those who learn to silence that voice every day. The biggest obstacle in today's world is not money, it's attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, and where the energy flows, the results of life are created. If your attention is engaged in meaningless talk, news, false comparisons, and useless debates throughout the day, then even if you earn millions of rupees, there will be emptiness within you. But if your focus is on, every day, asking, how do I make myself better today? How can I improve my skills? How can I do something that will bear fruit in the coming years? Then you will gradually reach that place. Very few people have the courage to go there. Rich people don't learn to sell their attention, they learn to save their attention because they know that attention is the real capital. Every great change starts with a small decision, and every great change starts with a small habit. When you decide that from now on, I will learn something new every day, I will give myself an hour every day, I will read a book every day, and I will clear my thoughts every day, these small decisions determine the direction of your life. People often ask me where to start, how to begin, or when to start. The truth is, the time to start is when you're asking this question. Your questions are a sign that there is a fire burning inside you. Now it remains only to take steps. Remember, you don't have to change everything. Just one step, just one new habit, just one right decision, and that will set the mode. Your life will start moving in a new direction. Wealth does not come to anyone through discrimination. It comes to those who prepare themselves, who earn the right to hold it. Those who understand that wealth is a responsibility, a power whose use either creates or destroys life. Now that you have reached the depths of this book, something has changed within you. Your thinking is no longer the same. You are no longer who you were yesterday. Now you're ready to go that route. The one that lifts people from the crowd and takes them to the heights of leadership. That grants the height of power to those who start from zero. That gives the taste of completeness to those who live with simplicity. What you've heard so far is not just words. They were the doors that led you to that corner of your own world. A place you've never dared to look before. It wasn't common knowledge. It was the language written only for those who want to stand apart from the crowd, who want to create their own identity. Their own wealth, their own power by their own rules. Now you have a vision you can't yet see. But everything can be changed. Now you have that thought to breathe in today. Stick to your deeds. Be a part of your thinking. Tell yourself every morning, I'm not what I was yesterday, I'm becoming what no one can touch. No stopping could. No one can beat it. Take every step from now on. Reflect on every word. Make every decision tied to your mission. Because you're not just alive anymore. Now you're awake. You are no longer in the race for riches. Now you have become the definition of richness. Thanks for listening to Boundless Books Audio, where knowledge fuels transformation. If you found this audiobook valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that helps you unlock your potential.